Everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, or She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout, kind of scrap lifting myself again, but rotating the layout. So I did that Catch of the Day layout last month. If you didn't watch the video, make sure you do that. I will link that up above, so you can check that out. But I'm going to be rotating it a little bit and doing the ripped papers on the top. I am using the Great Escape collection from Coco Vanilla Studios. This is their brand new collection. And this ended up being turned into kind of a very, very mini series. After I did this one, I did another layout using the same collection, and I ended up only using 2 pieces of pattern paper to complete both of the one-page layouts. And so I decided that I would post the layouts kind of back to back. And so the next layout will be posted on Monday, and that will be using the exact same papers, the same 2 sheets of paper. I use the scraps and turn it into another one-page layout. So you can see that I did the 3 layers again of the pattern papers, and this time they are stacked on top of each other from the top down instead of the side. These ones actually are quite a bit wider as well, I believe, than the original layout I did. But I wanted to, I don't know, I loved these papers and just wanted to showcase them a little bit more, and then that just kind of helped fill in all of the space as well. With them being patterned, I didn't feel like I needed to embellish a lot. I do end up adding an embellishment cluster at the top on the pattern papers. But with the patterns like they are, I didn't feel like I needed to, I guess, over embellish. I am using a title from, I think, the Print Shop by Vicki Boutin. It's one of her title sticker sheets. And obviously there's a story behind these photos based on my title. So the paper that the picture I just taped down, that one was the original nice photo. Well, my son decided he was going to jump off of the stump there, and it was that really slick mud, and his feet hit that mud, and his feet went out from under him, and he ended up falling on his back. Thankfully, he was okay because it was very hard. And ended up just being covered in mud. So that is the second photo that is going to be on the layout, and that is why I titled it The Story. I did end up, I think this is the color Pine from my Close to My Heart inks. I did ink the edge or behind that one photo on the layout right there, and then I did decide to ink behind my title as well, just to kind of, I don't know, tone down all that white. It was just kind of too white for me, for maybe the pictures, because they are a little messy. But yeah, just a really fun layout. And then I did decide too, as in the first layout, the original layout, I did a spot for journaling. It ended up being on top of my title, but that's just how the embellishing worked on that one. But I knew that I obviously wanted to record the story, and so I did end up adding lines underneath my title that I will use for journaling. I don't always journal this way. I don't always journal on each of my layouts, but something like this, there is obviously a story behind him covered in mud. So now I'm going through the ephemera. Again, this is the brand new collection. I think it's just gorgeous. Another great outdoor collection. And so I'm just kind of playing with the pieces as I go through. Just something I tend to do here recently is just kind of find what I think is going to work. I love the tree stumps, especially because they are sitting on a stump in that first photo. And then the map was really cute and just a good, kind of a larger piece. And I like to kind of pick ephemera that are different sizes for my clusters. And that was just a good large one that was more on the plain side. It wasn't too busy. It wasn't going to take away from everything else. But it did provide kind of a good base, so to speak, for that cluster. I did really like that sign over by my title, but didn't love how it had phrases on it. I felt like it kind of was too much for the title being right there. And so I was happy to find on this chipboard sheet another one that just was plain and didn't have any words on it. So I am going to place that. Those do have sticky on the back of them, but I have started to add my own tape to them as well. I found that over time, it just seems like the stickiness just seems to almost fade away. And I'm afraid that one day I'm going to open up all my albums and things are just going to be at the bottom. I know that with some alphas, I've gone back to my layouts and some of the alphas aren't sticky enough. And so I do actually... I ignored it and just left it, but I got to go back and fix some of my older layouts. So on the bottom down there, I used the compass and then kind of that flag, found a wood grain arrow that I thought was really cute. And then there were a bunch of phrase stickers that I decided to kind of stagger down the page to kind of fill in that space. I'm a sucker for phrase stickers. I just love them and love when they kind of match my photos so well. So I did kind of scatter those down. And then I'm going to take they're not really epoxy, I don't know, puffy, I guess, the puffy shapes. And I didn't incorporate any stars on this one. I was tempted to because there are some really beautiful stars, ephemera and the paper, but the stars just didn't match the outdoor theme of my layouts, and I'm such a themed scrapbooker. So instead, I stuck with the circular elements on the puffy stickers here. Some of them have like the plus signs, some of them look like compasses. So I did just choose a couple of those and scattered them throughout, did add them, quite a few of them, to the phrase stickers down the page just to kind of spruce those up a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. I will link the collection down below if you are interested in grabbing it. But I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.